Houston Real Estate Radio starts right now.
Welcome to Houston Real Estate Radio. I'm Shanna Register, and every week we bring you news and information you can use on your next real estate transaction. My goal is to bring you valuable information that you can use on your real estate transactions and to have the opportunity to earn your real estate business along the way. So if you've got any real estate questions, you can call me 281-882-8088. If you want to just get a current market analysis on your house, you can do that. I'll be happy to share that information with you personally. Just call me 281-882-8088. Leave us your question and your name, and we'll be happy to get that information out to you and also send you a free buyer's guide. We still have free buyer's guides that we're giving away to people who call into the show. And if you'd like to tweet us your question through Twitter, you can use hashtag HRER and send over your questions. We'll be happy to answer those for you. Next weekend, we will be in the Woodlands at the Fall Home and Garden Show at the Woodlands Marriott. So you can definitely stop by and say hi. It's going to be a great show. We're looking forward to it. And a lot of our agents from Register Real Estate Advisors will be on site. So if you've got a real estate need, you can meet with an agent in person there at the show. Today's show is all about Texas real estate. We're starting with a realtor in San Antonio, and then we'll talk to Dallas, Fort Worth, and a realtor in Austin. So we've heard the statistics. We've heard from the economist on the projections of what's going on around the state. You see the headlines all the time. Texas is leading the nation out of the housing crisis that we were in, and we're in this big recovery mode. So I want to hear from actually realtors who are there, boots on the ground, what's going on all around the Texas area. So this is going to be an exciting show that we have going on today. I've got Katherine Eversberg on the line with me. She's with Nix Realty, and she is joining me by phone from San Antonio. So welcome to Houston Real Estate Radio.
Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate y'all having me on today. I'm excited to talk real estate.
So what are you seeing in your area? Are housing prices going up there in San Antonio?
They are. Housing prices are actually up 6% from where they were June of last year. It's a really exciting market, and it's fun to be a part of it.
Are y'all seeing the low inventory like we have here in Houston and some other places are having around the state?
We are, absolutely. Depending on the area, San Antonio as a whole has about a 5-month inventory right now. But depending on the area, specifically Almas Park and the Alamo Heights School District, they have the lowest inventory right now across the city, and that is just a 2-month inventory.
Oh, wow. So 60 days to sell a house. That's pretty quick.
It is, yeah, not bad at all. The average house on the market right now over in Almas Park is just 105 days.
That's fantastic. That's good news for sellers.
It is. It's a great time to be selling, absolutely.
That's pretty similar to the way it is here in Houston. Our days on market are about 60 to 90 days, depending on the neighborhood and the area of town. Are you seeing a lot of multiple offers?
We are, and a lot of things actually selling, getting multiple offers before they even hit MLS.
Yeah, so a lot of pocket listings.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Any issues going on? Do you see any problems with any lending issues or any appraisal issues going on, or are things rolling along pretty smoothly?
Things are rolling along pretty smoothly. I think, as always, it's important that the client go and get pre-approved before they start the home search. I know that can be surprising to clients when they have the income, they feel like they're ready to go and, can afford the house, and then they go and meet with a lender and realize they don't have that 2-year income history that they need.
Yeah, a lot of self-employed people run into those problems.
There are, yeah, absolutely. One thing we have in San Antonio is a lot of people in the oil business that are commuting down south to the Eagle Ford shale business down there. And so people that haven't been, they're working down there and they're commuting, but they haven't been in the industry long enough to have that 2-year job history. And so sometimes that can run into a little bit of problem. But overall, people seem to be finding houses and buying, and it's going smoothly.
That's good. Do you see any foreign investors in your market?
Not really as many foreign investors. I'd say definitely people moving into the area from out of state, for sure, that are getting into the oil business and have been active down south of San Antonio, and it's about an hour's drive down south to where all the oil business is happening. And so most of those people that are working down there are living in San Antonio, so a lot of influx into the market from there.
Yeah. What about rental prices? Are you still seeing an increase in rental prices in your area?
We are. It depends on the school district. I feel like San Antonio is a little bit different from Houston in that we have a fantastic public school system here. Truly, most of the kids in San Antonio are in the public school system. And so depending on the elementary school that it's going to, stuff's running very quickly. I had some clients recently that were looking in the Alma Heights School District, and he worked down in South Texas, and things were renting before he could even drive up here.
Wow.
Be able to see the property.
Yeah, that can be a problem, huh?
It is.
So any hot areas that you can tell us about that you're seeing a lot of people moving into in your area? Hot neighborhoods or communities?
I would say Alma Heights, it's always had a strong market, but it's considered one of the best school districts in Texas, and so that has remained strong. Actually, CNN Money had an article online last night that they came out with, and it rated Alma Heights to be one of the best neighborhoods to live in the nation. And so home sales are definitely doing really well in that area.
All right. And what about investment properties? Can you still find good investment properties, or with the shortage, is it just really hard to find those?
You know, I think that from what I see, I would say that they're fewer and far between. I feel like the past few years, it's been a great time for investors to come in and be able to get a great deal on a property. But I would say with home prices being up, it hasn't been as great of a market for them just because they're going to be paying more for the property.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate your point of view out there in San Antonio. We definitely like to hear from different areas around the state and what's going on, because sometimes the news can be a little misleading. So it's nice to hear that things are going so well out there for you.
Well, thanks so much for having me on today. I really appreciate it.
You're listening to Houston Real Estate Radio, and today we're taking you around the state to find out what's going on in other housing markets around the Houston area. You just heard from Katherine Eversberg. She's in San Antonio. Next, we're going to hear from Cindy O'Gorman, and she is in the Dallas area. If you miss any of today's show, you can catch up at HoustonRealEstateRadio.com. And if you want to call in any questions, you can do that at 281-882-8088. And don't forget, next weekend we'll be at the Woodlands Fall Home and Garden Show out at the Waterway Marriott out in the Woodlands. So stop by and see us. We'll be out there next weekend. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.